And all. Good morning, girls. Today we are going to discuss a topic on Sales of Goods Act. Sales of Goods Act 1930. What Sales of Goods Act 1930? First of all, what is Sales of Goods Act? Sales of Goods Act came into force on 1st July 1930. Sales of Goods Act came into force on 1st July 1930. Sales of Goods Act is one of the very old mercantile law. Means very old mercantile law. It is a part of business law. As we have different law for contract act, we have law for sales of goods. Sales of goods. Sales of good is one of the special type of contracts. The Sales of Good Act is complementary to Contract Act. Complementary to Contract Act. Basic requirements of contract, offer and acceptance, legally enforceable agreement, mutual consent, parties competent to contract, free consent, lawful object, consideration, etc. apply to contract of sales of goods also. As we have different requirements for any contract like offer and acceptance, legally enforceable agreement, mutual consent, parties competent to contract, free consent, lawful consideration, like that we also, this all things are also applied to Sales of Goods Act. Sales of Goods Act is complementary to our Contract Act. This is our second chapter, Sales of Goods Act. First thing, what is a contract of sale? Contract of sale of goods is a contract whereby the seller transfers or agree to transfer the property in goods to the buyer for a price. There may be a contract of sale between one part that is owner and other part. Understanding, girls? Here a contract of sale of goods is a contract whereby the seller transfers or agree to transfer the property in goods to the buyers for a price. Means a one seller will agree to sell the goods to the buyer for an agreed price. Here the one party is the owner, other party is somebody. He who is a seller. One party owner will be the seller, another party will be the buyer. Contract of sale may be absolute or conditional. Contract of sale may be absolute or conditional. Essentials of contract of sale. What are the essentials of contract of sale? Two parts, two parties. There must be two distinct parties, that is a buyer and a seller, to effect the contract of sale. And there must be a competent to contract. For what is a contract? As a contract of sale, contract of sale is a contract whereby the seller transfers or agrees to transfer the property in goods to the buyer for a price. A contract of sale is where the seller agrees to transfer the goods or property in goods to a buyer for a some price. There may be contract of sale between one party owner, other party buyer. And contract of sale may be absolute or conditional. Girls, what is a contract of sale may be absolute or conditional? Are you able to listen me?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am.
Essentials of contract of sale. What are the essentials? In order to complete a contract of sale, what essentials are required? What are the valid requirements of any contract of sale? First, there should be two parties. There must be two distinctive parties, that is buyer and a seller, to effect a contract of sale, and there must be competent to contract. Means there must be two distinct parties, a buyer and a seller, to effect a contract of sale, and there must be competent to contract. Means what? There must be two distinct parties, a buyer and a seller, to effect a contract. Goods. There must be some goods, the property in which is or is to be transferred from a seller to buyer. Means what? If for any contract of sale, there should be two parties. Two parties means one party should be the buyer, other party should be the seller. And there should be some goods. Goods means there must be some goods or the property in which it should be transferred from a seller to a buyer. There should be There should be two parties, and one party should be buyer, and other party should be the seller. And third one is price. Third one is price. Price means what? The money.
Why is not
Consideration
clarity,
for the
madam?
contract of sale is known as okay, 1 second, I'll continue.
Ma'am, Ramyan joined madam.
Yes. Okay, I'll join. Wait. Tell her to join again. Just tell her to join again.
Okay, ma'am.
So,
Madam, voice break అవుతుంది ma'am.
but consideration for any contract or sale, there must be some money. Transfer of general property, there must be a transfer of general property as distinguished from special property in goods from a seller to buyer. If A owns certain goods, he has general property in the goods. If he pledges them with a B, B has special property in the goods. Means what? General property. Some general property you have to transfer from A to B. That is from a seller to a buyer. Essential elements of valid contract. Not only these four important, that there should be two parties, that there should be goods, that there should be price, but all other essentials of a valid contract must be in your essentials of a contract of sale. Understanding else, what are the essentials of a contract of sale? First one is two parties. Tell me with
True,
me.
madam.
First
Buyer
one is
and seller.
two parties. Buyer and seller should be there. And there should be goods. Goods is
And goods,
compulsory.
madam, and
Means
price.
something you are used to transfer. Goods.
Yes, ma'am.
Then price. If you are giving for free of cost, it is not a sale of contract. It is like that you are giving for gift or giving in charity. Then that is not a sale of contract act. Okay. You should give it for some price. Then it is not sale of contract of sale. Then you should transfer some general property, not a special property. And along with this, all essentials of a valid contract are also necessary for a contract of sale. What are the essentials of valid contract? Do you all remember? Tell me if anybody remember essentials of a valid contract. Essentials of valid contract.
All the essentials elements of
Offer, acceptation, legality of object, the capacity of parties, competent to parties, everything is are you able to listen to me?
voice break అవుతుంది ma'am.
1 second, reconnecting.
Okay, ma'am.
Tell me what are the essentials of a contract of sale?
Capacity of party.
Essentials of
All essentials are must be important to present contracts.
two parties must be there, goods should be there, price, transfer of general property, and all essentials of
Essential of
valid contract. All valid contract. Okay. Then sale and agreement to sell. When property is transferred from seller to buyer at a time of form, we have 2 points. Listen, girls. We have sale and agreement to sale. Both are different. Sale is different, agreement to sale is different. What are the sale and agreement to sale that we have to learn? When a property is transferred from seller to buyer at a time of formation of contract, an absolute sale occurs. Means if you went to a banana shop and you gave him 20 rupees and took some bananas, means the sale over. Okay. Here
Okay,
sale
ma'am.
is over. Means what? You have
Okay.
received the bananas, you paid the money. Sale occurs. Where you have received the property. Means the banana is a goods or property here. That bananas you received. Means that he transferred his property to you. Now you can eat that. Yes?
Yes,
Understanding?
yes,
That
ma'am.
is sale. And you went to a TV shop and you booked the TV. Sir, you went to a car showroom and you booked the car, and the car will you told that you will buy that car after 3 months. You told that you will buy the after 3 months and you booked the car. Did the car came to your home?
No, madam. There is just agreement is over, madam.
Agreement is over. It is not a sale. Then is agreement to sale. Means your good will transfer in the future, not at a time of contract. Now you both made a contract that you will buy, but the good is not shifted to you because of the some reason. But in that case, this is only agreement to sale. Sale is different. Agreement to sale is different. Understanding? Sale means total property is in your hands. Then it is known as a sale. And if the agreement to sale is property is not property in the goods is not transferred, it will transfer in the future time, that is known as agreement to sale. Very very important short question. In 4 marks you will get. Sometimes you may get in long also. What is sale and agreement to sale? Difference between agreement sale and agreement to sale. You need to learn this question. Very important. This is first one. In the exam point of view, it is very important. Difference between sale and agreement to sale. First sale, the property in the good passes to the buyer along with the risk. Here what happens? Property in the good will not pass to the buyer. You remember the two examples which I gave you. Here what happens in sale? Property in the goods will shift to the buyer. But in agreement to sale, property in the goods will not shift because you are agreeing only. Your contract has not finished. It will finish in the near future. It is an executed contract. It is an executory contract. Sale is an executed contract, whereas agreement to sale is an executory contract. We have learned the executed, executory in types of contract. Executed means sale is completed. It is executed. Agreement to sale is an executory, means it need to be complete. You have to complete in the near future. Then here the seller can sue the buyer for a price of the goods because the passage of the property is therein to the buyer. If suppose buyer did not pay the money, the seller can take a buyer to a court because already goods have been shifted to him. But in aggrieved party can sue the damages only, not the price, unless the price was payable at a stated date. Means here the property is not shifted. The car is not shifted to the home of A because the property is still with the showroom owner only. So if any loss occurred to him, he cannot claim. Only if any damages, monetary damage, if he is mentioning, that only you can claim. A subsequent loss or destruction of goods is liability of buyer. A subsequent loss or destruction of a goods is liability of buyer. Means any loss in the goods will who will get loss? Buyer only get loss. Suppose the goods banana is shifted to the buyer. If banana when you are going they fell from your hand and fall down and it get collapsed. Who will be in the problem now? You or owner? Buyer or owner? Is for whom? You are coming returning to the home, the banana got fell down from your hand. and something they got spray or they got
Buyer,
all
madam.
buyer only. You cannot go and ask the owner that
Yes,
they fell down, you give me one more. He will not give. Understanding?
I understand,
So
madam.
here, but in agreement to sale, such loss of destruction is the liability of the seller.
మ్యామ్
Means, tell me.
అది రమ్యన్ జాయిన్ చేసుకున్నట్టు మేడం లాబీలో వెయిట్
Okay.
చేస్తుందట.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Ramya. Late for the class? Waiting in the
చూసుకోలేదు
lobby.
మేడం లింక్.
Okay, okay. We will continue.
ఎస్ మ్యామ్.
Okay. Till where did I told? Fourth point is over, no? A subsequent loss or destruction of the goods is liability of buyer. Such loss or destruction is the liability of the seller. Breach on the part of the seller gives a buyer double remedy. Means a suit for damages against the seller and the proprietary remedy of recovering the goods from third parties who bought them. Breach on the part of the seller gives the buyer a double remedy. Means suppose a breach after making a contract, if the seller breaches the contract, then buyer can get two remedies. He can go suit for a damages against the seller and also proprietary remedy, recover the goods from third parties who bought them. Here, the seller, being still the owner of the goods, may dispose of them as he likes, and the buyer remedy would be to file a suit for damages only. In agreement to sell, only the buyer can suit a case against damages where the seller has total right on the goods. Understanding else what is sale and agreement to sell? When property is transferred from seller to buyer at a time of formation of contract, an absolute sale occurs. When a property in the goods is to be transferred at some future date and not at a time of contract, the contract of sale is termed as agreement to sale. Understanding? Tell me what is a sale and agreement to sale?
సేల్ అంటే మనం అది కొన్న వెంటనే మన అది గూడ్స్ అనేవి మన దగ్గరకు వచ్చేస్తాయి మేడం. అగ్రిమెంట్ సేల్ అంటే జస్ట్ వాళ్ళకి
వినబడట్లేదు మేడం.
అగ్రిమెంట్ రాసి వచ్చేస్తాం కానీ తర్వాత వాళ్ళు టైం తీసుకొని పంపిస్తారు మేడం మనం చెప్పిన టైంకి.
మేడం నో
Okay.
మేడం. సేల్ అంటే మనం ఎప్పుడైతే ఒక బనానా మనం తీసుకున్నాం అనుకో వెంటనే వాళ్ళ చేతిలో మనీ ఇస్తే అది సేల్ జరుగుతుంది మేడం. ఇఫ్ అగ్రిమెంట్ అంటే మేడం మనం ఏదైనా కార్ ఏదైనా బైక్ కానీ ఏదైనా కొన్నాం అనుకో మన దగ్గర ప్రజెంట్ ఆ టైంకి మనీ లేకపోతే మన మధ్య ఆ ఓనర్ మధ్య కొనుక్కునే సెల్లర్ మధ్య అగ్రిమెంట్ జరుగుతుంది మేడం. మేము కొంటాం ఈ కార్ అని ఆల్రెడీ బుక్ చేయడమో చెప్పడమో అది అగ్రిమెంట్ మేడం.
Very good. Both of them answered correctly.
ఓకే.
Both are correct.
ఓకే అమ్మా.
Tell me 2 points in agreement to sale and the sales difference.
సేల్స్ అంటే మేడం అప్పటికప్పుడే మన మనీ వాళ్ళ చేతిలో ఇచ్చి కొనుక్కోవడం సేల్స్ మేడం. అగ్రిమెంట్ అంటే జస్ట్ మాట్లాడుకోవడం అండ్ మన మధ్యలో ఏమైనా డౌట్ ఉంటే ఒక పేపర్ రాయేసి వాళ్ళకి ఇవ్వడం జరగడం అంటే మాటల మధ్య సంభాషణ జరగడం మేడం.
Yes, very good. Sale is an executed